Cassie because, out of everybody that's been going through what they've been going through, it seems like Cassie been the one that a lot of people have seen and have forgotten about in regards of how all this stuff that's been coming out about Diddy, how is she being affected? Especially when she was the one that got this ball rolling in regards of what's been happening with Diddy so far, with her lawsuit. And then he came out here and called her liar, which a lot of y'all seem to have forgotten. Oh, it's a money grab, payday, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Then that T dropped, after the lawsuit, the damn video came out of him beating her behind in a hotel room, and y'all gagged. But before that, she was a liar. She's taking advantage, da da da, so on and so forth. A lot of people had to walk that back because they had eggs on it. And, not egg. Well, I guess we could make it plural. You had a lot of egg on your face. So Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie has reacted to the jokes and memes about the rapper's use of baby oil against his female victims. Even though recently Cat Williams, as I like to refer to as my Virgo twin, because he and I both born September 2nd, he came out and made jokes about it. But yeah, I do agree. Like a lot of times we don't take into consideration, we sit there laughing and kikiing about what they're saying, but then we don't think about the people who've been affected by this, how this hurts them. So it said the R&B singer, 38. I love you, Cassie, but girl, you know I'm saying. But neither here nor there. Let me not nitpick. Let me just read the article. So Cassie, who was 38, sent shockwaves around the world when she filed the lawsuit against Combs last November, in which she accused the rapper of subjecting her to physical and SA during their decade-long relationship. Now, months after the pair agreed on a settlement, the disgraced rapper and mogul has been indicted by New York prosecutors on charges including SA and racketeering. Now, federal agents claim they confiscated 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Okay, so we already know about that, but I guess I need to reiterate the baby oil and stuff because it pertains to the story. So it says that Cassie is reportedly hurt by the jokes and is now trying to take a step back from the news around her ex after it was revealed he will be hit with a new lawsuit brought on by more than 100 alleged victims, one of whom was a child. Saying the following. They said she is hurt that people are making jokes and memes out of the baby oil because of what it could have been used for. This is what an insider told DailyMail.com, saying it isn't funny to her or anyone who experienced similar. Now, Combs' lawyer, Mark Agnafilo, tried to explain the quantities of baby oil, saying that he buys in bulk at Costco. But then Costco clapped back and was like, we do not sell baby oil up in here. And that's my check because I go to Costco and BJ's. I do not recall I could ever buy any baby oil at the Costco. Now, if y'all got a Costco that do sell baby oil, let me know. But last time I checked, I ain't never bought no damn product, lotion, baby oil, face cream, any of that. Now I bought shampoo and conditioner from the Costco, but not no baby oil. And you ain't gonna be able to buy none. So I do wonder with her, is she triggered by baby oil? So to the point where you will never see her put no baby oil on. I'm like, sis, quiet as it's kept. It's best to use cocoa butter. Don't use no baby oil. I prefer cocoa butter because it lasts long and it smells good. So they said, and these are consensual adults doing what consensual adults do. We can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing because if it was there, would be more people. So yeah, so they were basically saying that because I do agree with that. Like we shouldn't be looking at sex as like it's a bad thing, but I feel like that's due to religion. Because when you like for me, for instance, when I grew up Catholic, they were like sex is for procreation. Well, I can tell you for a fact that's a damn lie. First of all, sex should not only be used for no procreation; it should be used for pleasure. But when you come from a situation where priests aren't allowed to, they have to take a vow of celibacy. Why would they want us to have sex for pleasure? Meanwhile, let's not even get into the whole religious thing of how some of y'all priests be frequenting the gay bars and think trying to get y'all freak on. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. So they said that on Tuesday, Texas lawyer Tony Busby announced that he is repping 120 victims who he believes have legitimate cases against the media mogul spanning a 25-year period. Now, Cassie has heard mumblings about the class action suit, but broke down in tears when she was informed of the allegations about the child. This is what the source continued, saying she is planning to take time away from receiving updates because it has sickened her, and she hopes that anyone who was hurt receives justice and peace of body and mind. So, I love the fact that, yes, she's out here saying that, you know, they she wants them to seek retribution and seek justice for what he's done. She also has two children. We should point that out with her husband, Alex Fine. And we have to think about not only Cassie's peace of mind and her constantly being bombarded with all this, but her children and their peace and how are they feeling. And the fact that is, I don't even know how old the kids are. I would have to look that up. But to look into the fact that maybe with all this trauma that she's been going through, how these kids are hearing this in the media and on the playground or in the classrooms where they're trying to get their education. And the fact of them finding out that prior to them being born, that this is what their mother was going through at the hands of that madman. So, at the end of the day, I'm glad that Cassie has spoken out. I'm glad that she is on her journey of healing and that she is working to get her mind right and her body right. And I feel like that's what she was going through when she finally cut ties with that madman, when she went and started working on her self and her self-esteem, and she was able to find the courage after years of building up her esteem and stripping away all that stuff that man did to her. And I'm sure that she's still working through that, because I'm sure that's going to be a lifetime of working out a lot of the demons and things the traumatic things that he did to her, that as she continues to progress, that caused her to find the strength to file that suit against him and get that coin, however much it was. Because I don't even think we even know the amount of money that he paid her. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Y'all happy that Cassie spoke out and then she gave her thoughts on this? And I feel bad for her, because it's like, yeah, as long as this case is going to keep getting, you know, brought up in the media, which is like it seems like an ongoing cycle, literally like all day, every day. We're hearing stuff about Diddy, all these stories. It gets a bit exhausting, and it is draining physically and mentally, which is why it's like I can't even imagine what these people have went through. And it's just her trying to work on getting her mind and her body right. I can't imagine what she's probably dealing with right now. So unplugging from the matrix is probably the best thing for her to do right now. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.